moleskin to different spots on my foot if I have a really tender spot.
Okay.
And usually that gets me by. Went out running a few days in a row. Only did 10 to 12 miles, or I did 11 one day and I did 8 the next day, and thought I was good. And then basically what ended up happening was I hit this rock and it totally sunk into my left heel. And it looked like a sinkhole in the earth. It's just because there was so much blistery soft tissue underneath. It just and the outside of my foot is tough.
Right.
So it just like sunk in. I thought it was going to just rip the skin right apart. Somehow my skin stayed fairly intact.
Where is most of your pain located?
Right now, it's right on those little blood blister spots. The three little.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. No pain up here.
Not now.
Okay.
I mean, my pain threshold has increased substantially over the last 6 months.
I don't doubt that.
And right now, it's not bad because I've taken several days off. But when I walk around barefoot and I hit like a crack in the floor, I can still feel it. It's not wincing at this point.
What's it do when I push on it?
Right now,
Nothing.
I mean, I can feel it. It certainly doesn't feel. If you did the same thing on my right foot, it wouldn't hurt quite as much. But it's just it's just like increased sensation.
Sure. Okay. Couple different things. I was expecting a different scenario. I was expecting you to have pain up here.
Oh, I've gone through that and kind of know how to deal with that part now.
Because I was actually expecting you to possibly have some type of small fracture in one of the bones.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going on, I hope.
Here's what we do need to look at. I need to x-ray the foot.
Cool.
Okay? Because I want to see how much damage there is.
That's awesome.
I want to see if you have developed like some type of quick bone spur from the
Yeah.
trauma.
That would be great to know.
Because if you did, it's going to add to.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay? That doesn't mean you're done by any stretch of the imagination.
You need to know what's going on.
My experience with bone spurs is that people tend to adjust to them if they will push through it.
Yeah.
Some people do not. Some people have to have injections and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
This is
An
probably...
injection to do what? To reduce pain? Yeah. Okay.
This is probably not the case, but we need to look to make sure because I think the answer is the most important thing here.
We might as well hit both feet because, I mean, the left is more than the right. Because basically my right is much more developed and more biomechanically correct. My left is definitely my weak leg, and it's taking the punishment as a result.
How much stretching are you doing for the Achilles?
For the Achilles, almost none.
That's not true.
Okay, I'm lying.
Okay.
We're doing
Don't lie to your doctor.
we stretch daily, and that includes the Achilles that we're doing the stretch from the hamstring where I'm holding the foot, raising the leg up, stretching from the plantar fasciitis all the way down the calf into the hamstring.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so I consider that a hamstring because that's where I usually feel it, is in my hamstring?
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for because that's going to add to recovery.
Okay.
Okay. The more you stretch this thing, you have to understand, your feet in themselves a long ways away from the heart, so less blood flow.
Okay.
Now you're dealing with a lot of tissue that in itself doesn't have a lot of blood flow.
Yep.
Okay? Tendons, those types of things. So their healing rate is pretty much fairly highly decreased.
So the more blood flow I can get in there, the better.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that's the point we're going to hit it from. I don't think that some type of anti-inflammatory at this point is a bad idea.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think that. Are you in a hot tub soaking your feet? Anything like that?
Frequently, right now, there's a hot tub in my room.
Okay.
So that's good, and I jump in there usually once every day or two.
Okay.
But I mean, when I'm not running, I'm talking to my staff and working on the computer. So not that I'm going to do that in a hot tub, but the point is I have time.
Yeah, don't work on a computer in a hot tub.
Don't
talk to your staff in a hot tub. I think that you need to do it every day.
Okay.
Okay. Again, I'm trying to relax blood vessels. I'm trying to get blood flow into that area.
Sometimes we do Epsom salt foot baths as well.
Perfect.
So I mean, we can double, triple, quadruple the frequency that
Let's
we're doing all that
double
stuff.
them. Let's start with doubling because I don't want to break down the outside tissue.
Yeah.
If you break down the skin,
Yeah.
now
That's
when
the
you go
flip
back
side.
to running,
Right.
you're going to have the damage on the outside.
Yeah.
Can we do cold and hot Epsom salt baths, or is just hot for Epsom salt?
The general rule of thumb is if you have an acute injury within 24 hours, you do cold things. If after 24 hours, you do hot. Now, why? Within 24 hours, you're still getting a lot of vessels rushing into the area, which pulls fluid in the area, increases swelling.
Yep.
Okay? So, cold to slow down that progression.
Yep.
After that, the swelling's there.
Yep.
So, hot to relax the vessels and let the swelling leave.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. In terms of Epsom salt, is there any advantage to doing a cold Epsom salt bath? Have you ever heard of that at all? Okay, so generally hot?
Hot.
With Epsom salt?
Yeah, hot. Again, you're trying to increase the flow through the area, because you have to understand, the body can send all the nutrients in the world into a damaged area.
Yep.
If there's not enough oxygen to support the nutrients, it's
Doesn't matter.
worthless.
Yep.
So you have to keep the blood flow in
Yeah.
order to keep the oxygen,
Okay, no.
which is the most important part. I think that this is going to be something that is probably just a soft tissue injury, just from palpating it. I really don't think it's going to be anything more than that. But I think we're foolish if we don't look.
Yeah, cool.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
I say look at whatever we can look at.
Okay. Are you allergic to anything?
No.
Okay. I have some Celebrex samples I can give you. It's a high-level anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
As long as you don't have any sulfa allergies, anything like that. You're fine.
I basically never take medication. I occasionally do Advil or Aleve
Me
or
either.
whatever.
I don't take medication either.
But I mean, occasionally when I do, at least in my experience, I usually need a higher dosage than normal.
That's fine.
For whatever reason.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'll try out whatever you suggest.
Let's try that. Let's X-ray the foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I don't think there's going to be anything other than just soft tissue damage. It's probably going to come back on the X-ray saying that you have expansion of the soft tissue.
Okay.
Which just means rest and soaking it and taking the anti-inflammatories.
Can we X-ray here? Do you have those
I have to send you to the hospital.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Let me grab the paperwork and we'll get it started.
Cool.
Okay.
Should we stay here? Should we go in the other?
You can just wait right here or come in here and sit down. It doesn't matter. I was trying to be formal so you can get on camera.